Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spanish Code. I am Christian Robinson. With me as always, Nelfer Velija, el profesor. And today, we're going to teach you guys how to be rude in Spanish.
Yeah.
No, but really, it's called the imperative. And it's not a tense, it's a mood. And it's when we say things like, give it to me, right? Do it, go, leave. And we can say it in nice ways too, but again, these things aren't said in a time. That's why this is not considered a tense. It is a Spanish mood.
Right, it's a mood, it's a new way of speaking, right? And sometimes Christian is right. You can be rude by saying that, do it, right? But it's not necessarily rude because you can recommend with this. It's a new way of structure your brain to provide information.
Right, guys. So we don't want to overuse the imperative and we don't want to overteach it for that reason. But besides being rude, the imperative is the language of street signs. It's the language of recipes. It's the language of how-to articles. It's the language that your mom would use if you're running late for school and you need to put your clothes on, right? So you all know the imperative. We all need to use it, but we're probably going to use it a little less in Spanish than we do in English just because Spanish is a nicer language and it's more friendly.
And the best thing about the imperative is it's an easy topic to remember.
It's an easy conjugation, guys.
Yeah. Not only because it's easy to structure it, but because you don't use it for you. You don't command yourself. Let's say you're talking to the mirror and you say, do it. It's like, you do it, right? You're talking to a different person and it's gonna be for you guys. You should write this. You write this. Stop the video. This is imperative. And write it down. That's another version of imperativo because I'm talking to a group of people, right? All of you guys. And also, let's do it. Like, okay, let's learn this. This is another way to use imperative. But we're gonna be covering now the version for you directly. One person in front of you and you wanna say, do it, don't do it, eat. Write it down.
All right, guys, so Nell's right. We're always telling people what to do. And sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's rude, but there's a lot of reasons to do it. The greatest thing about this tense, which isn't a tense, it's a mood, but the greatest thing is just how easy it is. Now, we're just gonna practice right now. We're gonna start off with the most common use of the imperative, which is me telling you what to do. All right, so we have AR verbs, we have ER verbs, and we have IR verbs. And it is this simple, all right? So AR, hablar, habla. Just talk about it, right? Háblame, talk to me, right? ER, comer.
And also ER verbs, comer, right? There's a way to see it. It's like, I just removed the R, come. Magically, you have the imperative move. There's another way to see it that I'm going to explain later, but when we have escribir, for example, escribe, and probably this looks familiar for you. Why? Oh, it's like the present conjugation. When I say hablo, hablas, habla, he speaks, she speaks, habla. So the imperative move is gonna borrow this conjugation for the present.
Right, so háblame, it's not going to confuse you because someone is looking right at you and saying it, and you know that they're just giving you the imperative and not talking about Nelfer. Háblame, talk to me, right? Cómelo, eat it, right? It's a direct command, so you're already hearing this a lot if you're watching TV shows or in a Spanish country, and now we just want to show you the very, very, very easy conjugation.
Yeah, and you can take now like a few regular verbs like trabajar. How would you say work?
Trabaja.
That's it. And you say like drink.
Bebe.
Or for example, live your life.
Vivir. Oh, vive.
Vive tu vida, because not only we're gonna use one verb, you can say habla conmigo, talk to me, speak with me. Or I don't know, sell the house, vender. So it's an ER verb. So you say, vende la casa.
Vende la casa.
And yes, maybe we're saying this like, I don't know, like strong, like vende, trabaja, come, but we don't use imperative only to command, right? To tell you what to do, but also to recommend.
Right, guys, so yeah, to give commands, super important, but there's other ways that we use it in our English brain too. We're going to use the imperative in English, just like Spanish, to give our friends recommendations. Or maybe you know somebody visiting your city, and what are you going to tell them? You're going to tell them what to do in the city. And it's not necessarily rude and doesn't sound rude. So when giving recommendations, it is a very, very useful and very correct mood to use. All right, now, so why don't you show us some good examples? How are we going to use this?
Yeah, let's say I want to recommend you how to learn Spanish. I can say like, you need to do this, you have to do this, but I can use also imperativo.
Right, and that's not rude. You know, he's saying, well, you study a lot, right? But that wasn't rude, right?
Yeah, I'm going to read it in Spanish and you can try to translate while I'm saying it, then we're going to say it in English. Si quieres aprender español, practica todos los días. Aprende la gramática. Lee un libro en español. Viaja a un lugar donde hablan el idioma y conversa con la gente. So what's the meaning of that, Chris?
Awesome, right? So if you guys want to learn Spanish, practice a lot. It's not rude. It's a great instruction, though. It's good advice. Learn the grammar. Read a book in Spanish. Or travel to a place where they speak the language and talk with the people. All right, so basically it was like a how-to manual. It wasn't rude and it was to the point, and that is probably the most common use of the imperative, since we're not going to use it in a personal sense too much without being rude. But those how-to manuals, articles, recipes, instructions, awesome.
Yeah, and what do we have here? We have the verb practicar, to practice, and sí, this is imperative. Practica. Just like we did it before, the AR, ER, and IR verbs. Aprender, so aprende. Leer, lee, read, right? Viaja. Viajar is the verb, and the imperative is viaja. And finally, conversa, talk to people. The verb is conversar, to have conversations, right?
All right, guys, so it's really easy, and it's usually regular, but just like every tense and every other mood, we have a big list of what? Irregulars. All right, so get out a piece of paper, get out a piece of pen, take a picture of the screen, do whatever you need to do. But it's a pretty good list, and you want to get these right because a lot of these are really, really important. Let's pull that up.
Yeah, so there's a rule. There's a rule that you can apply when you're saying affirmative to, when you're using you, one person in front of you. The regular verbs are easy. You need to remember the present tense. And for the irregulars, also you can remember the irregulars in present tense. Why? Because if it's irregular in present tense, it is going to be irregular and imperative. It's the same rule.
All right, now let's start with AR verbs. All right, so a verb like recordar, how's it going to be imperative?
Yeah, when we were doing this in present tense, the O becomes UE sometimes, like poder, puedo, right? Now it's gonna be the same. Recordar in present tense is yo recuerdo, tú recuerdas, recuerda. O becomes UE. So we're taking this conjugation from the present tense, so it's gonna be recuerda. You can see it in red
right,
there.
Guys, recuerdo, recuerdas, recuerda. Okay, but I'm talking to you, so recuerda, recuérdalo. All right?
Volver is the same. O becomes UE. Vuelve. Come back, please. Vuelve, por favor.
Vuelve, mi amor. Vuelve.
When we have the verbs with the ending UIR, we put a Y in there, like construir, construye, huir, run away, huye.
Huye.
So every time you have an irregular verb in present tense, you know them already, they're going to apply in imperative. That's it. That's the rule.
All right, so that's the general rule. Now we have another list of irregulars. Nelson, why don't you pull that up?
Yeah, I call them the special ones because it's only one syllable for each of them. There are 8 verbs, and well, let's see them. Venir, to come, to tell, decir. Salir, to go out. Hacer, tener, which is to have. Ir, to go. Poner, to put. And ser, to be. And there's a reason why I put it in this order. You're gonna see it because
it's a good one, guys. It's a really good hack. But if you look at this list of verbs, to come, to say, to go out, to do, to have, to go, to put, to be, these are all super, super important. So this little hack that I love that Nell does, you guys are gonna wanna write this one down as well.
Yeah, like I said, it's one syllable. You take one syllable from them. Venir, ven, that's come.
Ven.
Di, decir is di. That's why probably you've heard dime, tell me. That's a very common expression in Espanol.
Dímelo, dímelo.
Yeah, salir, sal. Hacer, haz. That's why we
Hazlo.
said before, hazlo, do it.
Hazlo, hazlo.
Tener, ten, one syllable.
Ah, that's your mom talking to you. Ten cuidado, mijo.
Ve, go to your room. Ve a tu cuarto.
Ve a tu cuarto.
Pon, put. And ser would be se. When you want to tell someone, be nice.
This is my language with my dog. Hey, Gonzo, say buen chico. Ah, be a good boy. Say amable.
And the reason why I put it in this order is because let's read it quickly. Ven, di, sal, as, ten, ve, pon, se. Oh, it sounds familiar.
Vin Diesel
Has 10 weapons. So if you want to remember the special irregular for imperative, remember the sentence, Vin Diesel has 10 weapons.
Vin Diesel has 10 weapons.
And say it in Spanish. Vin Diesel has 10 weapons. That's it. Those are the irregulars. And you can find these special ones in expressions like, ven a mi casa, come to my house, di la verdad.
Di la verdad. ¿Por qué me estás mintiendo? Why are you lying to me? Dime la verdad.
If I want to be rude with Chris and I say, sal de aquí.
Sal de aquí. What is he saying? He's saying, get out of here.
Yeah.
And that's why this can be really rude.
Something that I'm going to tell you, haz la tarea.
Haz
Do your
la
homework.
tarea.
Do the homework. Ten paciencia, por favor. Be patient, right? Ve a la tienda. My mom, every day, like, go to the store, and I was sick of it, but that's how she said it.
See?
Ve a la tienda. Pon el vaso en la mesa. Put this there, whatever. Pon el
Right.
libro, etc.
This all just sounds like my mom talking to me. And she didn't speak Spanish, so that's kind of weird.
Sí,
And also with Sarah, she's telling you to be a man. Your girlfriend's pregnant, Nelfer. Say un hombre.
Sé un hombre. Be a man.
See?
Really useful verbs. And now that we're talking about really useful verbs, Chris, can you...
All right, guys. So this entire list needs to be written down. Vin Diesel has 10 weapons.
Escríbelo.
Yeah, escríbelo. All right, guys. So it's already quite a bit of information, but right now we are going to give you about 20 of the most common expressions that use the imperative. All right, let's take it from the top. All right, guys. So number one, dime. Tell me, right? What are you holding back from me? Tell me. Dime, dime.
Next one, dame. A little similar, but it comes from dar, to give. Dame. We say that all the time, like, dame eso, por favor. Dame una cerveza, por favor. If you are in the bar, you say, like, dame la cuenta, por favor. If you say please, it's not rude to ask for something like this. You can say, puedes darme, but dame is really good. And if you are with your friend and you say, dame eso, porfa, it's perfect. What's next?
Escúchalo. Right? Maybe there's someone breaking into my house. Maybe I really like the song. Hey, escucha. Right? Listen
Or
up.
listen to me. Escúchame.
Sí, también.
Ayúdame.
Ayúdame!
Help
Auxilio!
Help me.
Help.
Really important to survive, right?
Mira. All right? This is a confusing thing in Spanish. Ver is to look. Mira is also taught as to look, but mira is actually to look. Ver is to see. So when I want to say, hey, look at that. Mira.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then hazlo. We've said that one a few times, but it's do it.
Hazlo, man. Hazlo. Sigue. So I'm telling Nelfer to keep going. Keep it up.
Exactly.
Keep up the pressure. Sigue.
Espera. Hold on. Wait. Esperar is to wait, so you say, espera, por favor. Espera un momento.
Abre, por favor. All right, what am I saying? I'm saying, open the door, please. Abre, por favor.
Then, ven. We said it before, Vin Diesel has 10 weapons. Ven a mi casa. Ven, por favor. Come here.
Come
ven
on
aquí.
over, right? And it could be forceful, it could be rude. It doesn't have to be.
Say.
Sí. Say buen chico. Be a good boy. Say amable. Say un hombre, Nelfer. La muchacha está con bebé. Está embarazada.
10. What would you say about 10?
10, that's the mom talking. 10, cuidado.
Be
careful.
Exactly.
10, paciencia. Be patient.
Corre.
Run! Oh no,
Exactly.
he's right behind you.
Corre, perra, corre. Bebe. Drink. Bebe agua todos los días. To give recommendations like bebe.
Yeah, guys, some of these you're not going to, it's not necessarily an expression. You're just going to hear grandma puts the water on the table and she says, bebe.
Exactamente.
Baby amor. So she's saying it with love and it's imperative. So she's saying, drink, my love. Baby amor.
Chris, vete.
Ooh, this one's really bad, guys. This is get that out of here. So remember, ir is to go. Irse is to leave. So this is ve, which is go, but reflexive. So I'm saying leave yourself, like get out of here. And it's really, really rude. You're never gonna, you're very, very rarely gonna hear this or use this in a nice way.
Actually, if you want to say go F yourself, you can say vete a la
Mierda.
Exactly. Llámame.
Call me, baby. Llámame. Llámame pues.
Llámame pronto.
I think that's what Carol G says. Llámame pues, papicito.
Toma.
Ah, toma. Take the pill, take the paper. Toma, toma, toma.
If you're handling something, you say like toma.
I could be handing out goodies to the classroom and I'd say, toma, toma, toma. Everyone's taken.
Exactamente. Hagámoslo.
Now we're going to give you guys just the last couple that are in nosotros, which we're not going to cover right now, but we're going to cover it in the next video.
Yeah.
Okay, hagámoslo. You don't see it. You may have heard it. This is, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it. Like, let's get it done.
And now that we're talking about let's, hablemos, let's talk. Hablemos en español. And finally, a really important one, and probably you've heard this one. Vámonos.
Ooh, so this has been killing you. What is this vamos that has an extra letter in there? It's not vamos, it's vámonos. So this is the imperative, and it's saying, let's go, right? Like we're all dressed, we're waiting, we're going to be late, we have a reservation, vámonos.
And there you go. 20 important expressions and imperativo.
All right, guys, that is it for today. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave us your comments below. And practice, right? No?
Y recuerda, estudia mucho español.
Escribe mucho y lee mucho.
Escucha música. Habla con la gente. Es muy importante.
Y vuelve a vernos la próxima vez. So come on back to see us the next time, all right? We will be back soon. Muchísimas gracias y nos vemos.
Nos vemos.